Social media obviously is such a huge force in this concept of 3D fan engagement. What are some of the potential risks associated with that from your brand perspective?
Well, first of all, it's how you use it, right? And I think the best brands using social media are doing no selling on social media. The worst brands, and you guys have all seen it because you get all these feeds, 40% off, 70% off, buy tickets. That means nothing to me. I won't even look at that. The best use of social media is allowing your fans or your audience to understand that you get them, that there's something about what you're saying they understand too. Leave the selling for later, but allow them to be engaged with the brand, let it breathe and go from there. I'll give you an example with the Harlem Globetrotters. So when I got there, the Globetrotters were a very dormant brand. They'd been around for 81 years, and the whole brand had been reduced to being just a live event touring troupe, meaning people came, if they were lucky, one time a year. So they never thought about it. There were no consumer touch points except for the live event. So you never thought about the brand. Maybe it came to your town and you bought a ticket and you went, and that was it. Dormant brand, and it was chugging along on nostalgia fumes, right? So the only people that went were people like me who take my kids, because I went when I was in the 70s and I remember these guys, so I'm going to take my kids. It was a rites of passage. So the kids had a passive relationship with the brand, not an active one. They didn't go on their own. They didn't want to. They didn't know anything about it. They didn't know any of the players. So what we said is we're going to evolve the business model from being a live event touring troupe to being a global content company, an entertainment company. And we're going to push out enough content to allow our fans to access it whenever and wherever they want to. So social media was huge for that. If we just put out, which was the only marketing they did before, TD Bank North, 7:30 Tuesday, that wouldn't have done the trick. So what we did instead is we started putting content out to allow this new generation to see and access and understand and fall in love with the brand itself. So one of the first things we did was, you guys all know the game horse in basketball. You play in your driveway. So we created the world's largest digital game of horse ever. Through Facebook and YouTube, we said to our audience, send in your videos of you doing a crazy shot. We're going to vote every week, and at the end of the week, we're going to take the winning vote of what that shot is, and then the Globetrotter players have to replicate it. If they make it, Globetrotter Nation gets an H. If they miss it, the Globetrotters get an H. So all of a sudden, we got a guaranteed 5 weeks, right? Sorry, I haven't taken math in a while. 5 weeks of customer engagement. So they were putting their own videos up. They were watching all the videos that we put up to see what was going on. They voted for it themselves, right? And then they saw the Globetrotters do that same trick. So that's how we got them involved. And then now, every Tuesday, we do Trick Shot Tuesday. So people will allow our fans to put up their crazy trick shots or what we're doing, and you get it out there. There's nothing about when the ticket, where we're going, what the ticket sale is. That comes later. Allow the fans to get it. I always like to say, I want to grab onto your emotional lapels and not let go. But you've got to give your audience a chance to do that.